So can you turn this rotation for me? Push it down and tighten it up. There you go. Apologize, y'all. I didn't know how to go live from the phone. This needs to be plugged up. I don't know who did this. So today we're going to be making blackamoor chili, and we're going to be using the blackamoor chili as a filler for some tacos, and we're just going to use plain old taco shells and some tortilla shells. Thank you, Ron. In order to make these, we've already kind of preheated these things. You just have to unplug this. Oh no, we have plugs over there that have 3 prongs. Turn it around. There's a 3 prong right there. That black one. Let me see if that works. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So one of the first things I'm gonna do is, are we good?
Good.
Are you good? Everything's good. And now tell her, can I get garlic? Garlic. And some fresh onion. Fresh red onion and some garlic. And meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and blend up some tomatoes. So this is a can of tomatoes, like a regular can of tomatoes. I've got some black beans. Of course, y'all know I like to use real black beans, so these are black beans that have already been soaked and cooked down. It's fine, I can just use onions that we already have cut.
Okay.
Because I'm using canned tomatoes, I want to have some sweetener. I don't want to use regular sugar, so I'm just going to be using 3 pitted dates. I also have some chili powder, some paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, and salt.
Okay.
And that's how we're going to be making, I don't want to use that. We're in a house where we always cook, and we also do personal chef stuff out of here, so we always have a lot of these regular ingredients on deck. These ingredients are real easy for you to have on deck also, because they're not specialty ingredients. You can find red onions anywhere, you can find garlic anywhere, you can find canned tomatoes or fresh tomatoes. I used up all the fresh tomatoes. I made a fresh pasta yesterday, so we always have canned tomatoes on deck. I don't want that. We have bags of garlic, already peeled garlic. See what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna be sitting here peeling garlic, and because we own a restaurant, we could just get cases of peeled garlic. If you're like me in any way and you don't feel like peeling fresh garlic, then you can absolutely just get peeled garlic already in the produce section at your grocery store. So this is what we're going to be using here, is some peeled garlic, and we have a food processor for that. We're going to get that started. How's this thing looking? I don't know what people can say. They can see me?
You got it.
All right, cool.
You look great.
You look good. It's just,
Oh, okay.
when you show it, just hold it up.
All right, so right now we're getting ready to put the garlic into you're gonna have to, take that off. And we're going to put, I'm going to use like 6 pieces here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My life number is 33. So I tend to use a lot of 3s and 6s, 9s, and things like that. Or my birthday is in a 1-7, so I also use 1s and 7s. But even my count for the abundance method is always a 6 count. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of garlic. We already had some onions cut up. I have the onions cut up like this because we make a lot of sandwiches. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick some onions in here. Fill this up. Do we have any red pepper or any green pepper, Ananatawa?
Yes, ma'am.
That's always good for any kind of chili. Listen, it's a Sunday. We were hungry. I was lazy. I didn't even want to go live. But I was like, you know what? I can just show them how I'm getting ready to make something out of nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this up. Let me see how that looks. I don't care about any straggly pieces. It'll be all good because it'll cook down. Thank you. Can you dice this up? We're gonna dice up some red pepper and put that into our. Just cut it up enough for me to put it in this pot. And do we have olive oil? So you gotta move with me, bro. So you gotta see how bossy I am too in the kitchen. I make no apologies.
It's all right.
All right. So we're gonna use some olive oil. I'm just gonna coat this pan with olive oil to get this garlic and this onion started. Get all this good stuff out of here. The abundance method, I literally start pretty much all of my dishes the exact same way. This is where I have some fresh, I'm gonna pull off this fresh cilantro. I'm gonna throw this in here. Let this all get started. Of course, we're gonna add onion powder. This is what I call covering. Gonna add some garlic powder. I'm gonna add some salt. Gonna add some paprika. I'm gonna add some chili powder. I'm gonna add some cumin. That really takes the flavor up a notch. And I think I have some coriander. Don't I have coriander in this house? It should be, yep, right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of coriander. I don't want to add too much. Coriander is basically cilantro, right? So, oh, this smells so good. Can y'all smell this?
Mm-hmm.
This smells so good. We're gonna go ahead and get these peppers in there. I'm gonna turn this heat down because I don't want to burn the garlic. If you start burning garlic in your onions and stuff like that,
Using a whole pepper.
I'll use the whole pepper. Yeah, we want all of that in there. It'll make it taste a little bit too bitter. So this is enough just to get these spices going. I'll put this pepper in here. It don't have to be complete. You being all perfect.
Okay.
I told you it could go in this thing.
Oh, perfect.
So she made these things. The rest can just go in this food processor. Yep.
And there's another piece. Wait 1 second.
Yep. This is just faster. You're gonna stick this in here. Stick the whole thing in here, babe. It's all good.
All right, cool.
Oh no, I didn't know it was that part. My bad. I'll be trying to use everything. There you go. You can take that. Let's stick that in there. I got the temperature turned down because there's a lot of water in these vegetables, well, excuse me, in these fruits, these red peppers. So that's pretty much that. That really is creating the flavor for the chili. Now that we have those in there, I'm gonna just turn that heat off because I don't want to burn it. I'm gonna go ahead and add this can of whole tomatoes to this blender. I don't know which Vitamix this is. So I wanted it to be a little chunky. Thank you. So that's not, it didn't, I didn't blend it all the way down so that we have a little bit of chunk left to You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the dates to that.
Oh, yeah.
So I am gonna need a little bit, take some water. What we're gonna do now is we have a little bit of this left over. We're gonna add water to this and add just enough to get the sides off so we can peel these dates here for some sweetener. Turn my heat back up. Usually I cook on a gas stove, but not today. I'm just deep hitting the dates. Cause it's a canned tomato, so
Is this good?
yes. For the blender. For the blender. This is only gonna process it.
Gotcha.
This should taste good at this point. This chili should taste good at this point. Yeah, we're gonna add this to the blender. I did not want this to happen. So I'm gonna move this chili. Y'all see what it looks like? I'm gonna move this chili back to the regular burner so it can cook like normal. Hold on, let me add this to it. Basically, I'm showing y'all how to make a date syrup. I need a spatula. This will be good enough. So we're gonna add this as sweetener. Y'all can use coconut nectar, you can use coconut sugar, you can use pre-made date syrup, or no sweetener at all. But I'm telling you, it'll taste better if you have some type of sweetener. You wouldn't even really need the sweetener if you didn't use a canned tomato. But like I said, I didn't have a lot of fresh tomatoes left. And when I do the fresh tomatoes, I actually don't peel the tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. I use the whole skin and just blend it up. So it's about 5 tomatoes. You want to use about 5 fresh tomatoes and blend those up for your soft sauce if you don't have canned tomatoes. And sometimes that would be the equivalent of like 2 packs of cherry tomatoes. So like 5 plum tomatoes or 2 packs of cherry tomatoes. This is done, thank you. So you can put this, you can let this cook down on medium. Can we taste?
Yes.
The abundance method. I should have tasted this at the section before I added the beans or before I added the sauce. Let's see if we need anything. This is good. This is great. So that right there is gonna be our taco filler. Just gonna let that cook down on medium. Medium low, because I'm gonna cover it. All right, the next thing that we need to make is pico de gallo to go into the salsa. Can I have something to wipe up with? I'm such a diva in the kitchen. I don't do anything myself. I'm so used to having staff. That's good. I don't need that. Thank you. Just want to wipe down the surface. So we're gonna make the pico de gallo now. We can take away this Vitamix blender. I won't need it ever again today. As you see, I'm not using a commercial grade food processor. Juan, can you help her reset the kitchen and clean up a little bit? So for this pico de gallo, I'm actually gonna use 1 whole pack. I'm not cutting these cherry tomatoes, or excuse me, grape tomatoes up at all. And I need a bowl for the pico. I'm also going to be using some of these. Thank you. This is like a whole thing of green onion or spring onion. Just add all of those in there. Get the nasty parts that we missed when we washed them off. but not least, I'm gonna add some cilantro. Add the cilantro to it. I mean, you look great.
I'll do this just about the shirt.
Where are you going?
No, this is what I was wearing about.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna pulse this until I get it to the texture I want. A little bit more. I know I stuffed it a lot, but just a little bit more. So here we go. All right. That was me being lazy. Y'all don't have to be lazy like that. Y'all can blend it down more if you need to. So the next thing I'm gonna add to this is some fresh lime. No, these aren't key limes, but this is what I have. Key limes have seeds in it. Thank you. Get all that goodness out. Some more. And some salt. That should be plenty. Mm-hmm. All that could go be put away. Some of these straggly pieces, they're not pretty, but this will be great. Donnie, you want to taste this pico?
Sure.
It's good? Thumbs up.
Yeah,
That's great. Okay. So that's the pico that's gonna go in our taco. I have some lettuce and arugula already set up for our tacos. I'm gonna put the pico in here. Our little taco bar we're about to have as a family. And Nana has some of our house vegan cheese. It's not like everybody else's cheese, but this is our cheese. We're gonna use this also for the tacos. You don't need this at all. You don't need the vegan cheese at all. But if you have some, I mean, vegan cheese right now on sale will be like $3.99, but it could be $6.99 and $7 to $8. It's not worth it. You don't know what's in that cheese. So, right now we're gonna make, do I have another bowl, another thing for this? So we can show them how to use branch and to make our own dressing. So this is our branch sauce that we use at Drop Squad Kitchen. Our branch sauce is our sour cream for tacos. Our branch is also a salad dressing for our deity salad. People love this sauce, so I'm going to show you what you can do if you buy this sauce. I'm going to use this like a sour cream. We're going to add the rest of that lime that we didn't use. And we're going to add some more of this to make kind of like a cilantro lime sour cream. Let's stick some of this in here. Just making up stuff, you see? Why not? I had a piece of this left over. Why waste it? Why throw it away? We can use that. Okay, do you want to taste this?
Yes.
Who hasn't tasted wine? You want to taste this? Come here, bro. See if we need anything in this. That was good as is. All right, now watch that.
I can smell the limes from over here.
Yeah, it's so good. So that is our branch. That is our branch dressing. We probably need more of this. Yeah. So let's do this again.
Need green onion?
I have green onion in the refrigerator more. So again, we're gonna add this. How we make this, if you want to make this at home, is gonna be cashews and water and lemon. Anytime you add a nut plus lemon or a seed plus lemon, it equals cheese. Check the abundance method. Nuts plus lemon makes a cheese, a raw cheese. You can take that and add agar in any of your seasonings, and you can put that in the refrigerator and make a mold, and now you have a cheese. So if you have a tree nut allergy or anything like that, you want to use sunflower seeds or pine nuts, but that's all we're doing. This same sauce is my ricotta cheese and my lasagna. This same sauce is also, what do I use it? This, if you change the flavor profile, is also my cheesecake. So instead of onion powders and garlic powders and salts and things like that, you can change it to this, put coconut and dates. Yeah. It's the abundance method. I'm trying to tell you, lemon plus a solid fruit, which is a nut, is a cheese. All right, so I'm gonna add this. I'm gonna take some more of this green onion. I only used this much last time. So I'm only gonna use this much this time. I'm always experimenting in the kitchen. I'm gonna use this much. And I didn't add any salt or anything because our branch sauce is well flavored and seasoned already. But you can make this at home using almonds, using cashews, using pine nuts, using whatever you had, using walnuts even. I forgot. All right. Are you on this? Like
Yes.
above?
Yes.
Like that? Yeah. But remember, I really don't want to see any of me in the shop. I just want to see the food. So that's even thicker than the last time because I went too hard. Let me add some more of this. Some people might actually like it thicker, but I want it to be more of a creamy sauce than a thick sour cream. But if you want it to be thicker, just don't blend it as much. All right, I'm gonna get it together. Put this part off. All right. So now that we have, that still didn't blend down that onion enough. Come on, Nana. All right, there we go. Apologize in advance to all the people who are helping me wash these dishes. Because I just keep taking new stuff and then handing it to you. So there we go. We have a beautiful cashew sauce. Tastes good.
You said I don't have
Cameraman, you want to taste? Thing banging, ain't it? Pull it up. Now, what I just made, this is also how I make my sour cream and onion zucchini chips. I just pulled the dehydrator downstairs. You literally use the same thing that I made right here, and you put it on some zucchini or some squash, and you dehydrate it in your dehydrator overnight. Or you open your oven and put it in your oven on a tray or like some parchment or at 150 degrees. If you're trying to do like a very raw alkaline type of experience with your diet, that is the same sauce that I use to make everything. So we made some quick pico de gallo. We made some sauce, and we can use all of this. So don't wash that.
I don't watch this.
And now we are We've got some lettuce cut up. We have some arugula cut up. Don't wash that because we can get the edges out for the tacos. And let's check on this chili here. I'm gonna bring it back over here, no worries. Staying hot. And this is looking good right here. Do I still have my spoon left for the chili? Get a new spoon. Don't like washing dishes, it's all good. This looks good, y'all. This looks so good. Anybody want to taste test this chili? Okay, come on over here. This is my godson Juan, y'all. He on dish duty today. He also helped us set up. Give you a little bean. Wait. Make sure it's not poisonous. Whenever we give to deities and orishas, we gotta taste first. Make sure it's not poisonous. No, wait, you gotta dance. Come on, come show me. Show me it's good dance. All right, y'all. So we got the chili for the tacos. I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna keep this on low. This on low. And we have regular taco shells, but some people like soft taco shells. I'm not one of them.
I'll have a soft one today.
Ugh.
And a hard one.
I don't like soft tacos.
Me neither, but I can eat it.
But for people who like soft, just gonna put some of this in there. Put my heat on 360. If I am gonna have a soft taco, I gotta have it like this. All right. Just gonna let this heat off.
Yes.
First tacos for Egg Bay. Akika, Ashege, Akika, Ashege, Akika, Ashege. We say muso, muso, muso.
These have all been heated up, by the way.
Yes, you told me. So let's make them. Let's get all this stuff out the way for me, Anana Towel, please. Let's pull out the goods. I hope all they can see is this and then this and then this and then this.
Yes.
We're practicing, y'all, because I'm really trying to do this live thing. So I'm going to take a spoonful of this, let this heat up. I'm going to take some beans. Come on, come on, come on. That heat up. Turn this off because I'll be doing the most. Put this here. Some of this. Some romaine lettuce that she cut up. Some branch, cilantro lime branch, and I'm gonna need another spoon. And some of this not well blended up pico. I know y'all know I could have did a better job. But even if you don't want to blend stuff, you know you could actually just chop your stuff up. So we have one of these. Ooh, hot. But isn't that beautiful? And I have that heat turned off so I can do another one. And I'm gonna make them a plain one. At our restaurant, we usually put these in the oven, and then with the cheese and the chili to make our black bean tacos. It's been called Blackamore tacos. Giving y'all Drop Squad kitchen secrets at this point. We layer it with lettuce. We actually use kale in our restaurant, so we don't have to have wilted stuff. And then we always take a little of this and a little of this. You can use your own salsa too. You don't have to be using your own.
You have Love B order?
Isn't that beautiful? Who ordered?
Love B.
Love you. Oh, let me show people. Cause we in effect. Thank you. And this is that. Mimi, I have offering for Egg Bay when you come back. So this is in honor of our Egg Bay room, Egg Bay in heaven, Egg Bay on earth. We also have beans, so we could be making them some moi moi, some bean cakes. We also have our soda. We got, what else do we have? We have chips, we have fruit, and we have candy. So today is Oshay, Ifa, Egg Bay, Oshun, Ajay. So these are the spirits that we are going to be appeasing today, because we are so grateful that they are working with us all the time on earth. I'm so thankful that I live with most of my Egg Bay on earth. So since we're cooking together, we eat together. Some of us sleep together. I know that sounds crazy. I mean, shoot, I'm married, so we sleep together and we do everything together. So as above, so below. That's why you saw us make the first taco for them. But now I'm gonna make a taco for the family, and so you can see how it tastes. I'm really not interested as much as I normally would be to see how things taste, because I have reviews after reviews after reviews that say our food tastes so good, and I'm really showing you the same stuff. DoorDash what? I'm really showing you how we make stuff at Drop Squad Kitchen. It's the same way I was cooking for people up in here. So turn this on. I'm just putting this on medium heat, pretty much. Y'all can get fancy. Y'all can season your butter if you want to, or use oil. You don't have to use butter. Y'all see I'm at home because I started using my hands again. This really feeds a lot of people. Like it goes a little bit goes a long way with this recipe that I just gave y'all. Straight up, a little bit goes a long way. So whether you're buying my branch, you're making it yourself. We have a household. I always tell y'all of like 6, and we always have company over. That could be like 6 to 8 people. A lot goes a long way. Turn this off. Let that finish cooking. This is for Yara. Can I get a plate for the next person? The next person is our elder cameraman. So, do you want to take his place after you give me so he can eat first? I don't want any cheese in mine, and then you can make mine. What else do I need to put in here? Some beans. Oh, I meant to tell you too. We always keep a pot of rice. We have a pot of rice going all the time. We have wild rice. You don't want to show. I'm asking you to put the camera up so you can see me. We always have a pot of wild rice going on, or some jasmine rice. So with all of this chili that we have left over, a big pot of chili, because it's not gonna. We got 18 tacos plus 12 soft tortillas. Everybody's gonna eat off of that tonight, and we're still gonna have chili left over. So guess what? Big old salad with rice and chili, or big old pot, bowl of chili with some salad. Either way, you can take any leftover chips and make a taco salad. This is just a very economical way to feed your family. And if you don't use canned beans like we do and you use bag beans, they are way cheaper. You are absolutely getting something in its raw state. You don't have to worry about how long those beans have been in a can, what they use. You just don't know how long beans have been in a can and how they process or anybody's energy that's been in them. But you can absolutely save money and eat this meal. This can be made with pinto beans. This can be made with black eyed peas. This can be made with any kind of beans that you have. All right. So I just wanted you to know that this is a good way to feed a lot of people. Whenever people have events and they have things like catering, I absolutely love it when they want a taco bar. Or you can make burritos out of this. Put a little bit of sauce. I'll put a little bit of our pico on here. Are there any questions?
That's good. Someone did, but we're gonna ask now.
Okay, so we have this. And we also had a plate that we made over here for the people who might just be
Somebody
tuning in.
asked, what's wrong with salt tacos?
I'm just a texture person. So I really like crunch. And I think the first time, I'm an American. Family's Indigenous American. So Indigenous American as far as what people are misnomered African Americans. So we grew up with Taco Bell kind of tacos. We grew up with regular Ortega taco shells. And I'm used to the regular profile that you got at Taco Bell. And so my spirit and soul loves those tacos that I grew up having. Now, later on, I found out that in Mexico and other places that are indigenous to the Americas, tacos are usually filled up with some kind of stew. So whether it's some kind of pork, some type of beef, goat, or chicken, they usually mix that with some type of acid like a lime and some type of pungent flavoring like paprika or cumin. Same thing that we did here. And it's a one-pot meal and they just stick it into a flour tortilla. That's cool, and my taste buds have evolved over the years, but I still love that. My mom said we're having tacos, and we got Ortega taco shells with some cheddar cheese and some sour cream and some onions and tomatoes, and that's what I love. Because my flavor profile has elevated since I became plant-based, one of our top selling tacos in Drop Squad Kitchen is the chicken taco. That is our barbecue jerk chicken with mango, avocado, kale, New Jerusalem, and pico de gallo. It's one of the best things you've ever had in your life. It's basically our Marley salad on a taco. But for tonight's purposes, I just wanted we were hungry. I just finished doing my godson's hair, and I'm like, what can we make fast? And then my husband was like, are you going live? I'm like, I don't feel like it. And I was like, you know what? Let me just show them what we're about to make. So this is a real true story. And
Classic tacos.
these are what we call our classic tacos. Ooh.
King Simon says, keep up great work, AC.
King Simon! Ooh, this thing is hot. Honey, eat this one later after it cools off a bit.
Looks great.
But it looks great. So come, and I want you to taste it. Make a mess of yourself in front of everybody. If it drops, you already know it's a true egg bake person because we always got food all over us.
Y'all look great together.
You can give him the napkin and right over there and drops. Look. Looks good? Looks good. All right. You gotta go get me looking crazy. All right, so I'm gonna hold this and I want you to see how easy it is for you to build this. Another tawa. You're just gonna put a little butter in the pan, keep it on medium. As soon as you hear that sizzle, come on, I'm gonna teach you. Turn it on medium heat. I just want you to know you can do this. Actually, this class was supposed to be me making consanguinity stew, and I was gonna teach her how to make it, which is gonna teach you how to make it. So, this is an electric. For people who have electric stoves and whatnot, once you start seeing the edges crisp, go ahead. And then I want you to build it the way you would build it at Drop Squad so they can know I'm telling the truth. Once you make a classic black bean taco, your black beans are right here. turn this over so you have something to put your spoon in. And I would like you to make me a taco, because I'm the next in line, I'm the next elder here. And I did a mix of, want to do your cheese?
Put this on.
Yep.
Crazy, man. Fruit.
Yes. I don't even like cheese, but that's enough here. What would you do next after you put the cheese? Yes. And why do we do that?
You always want to put the meat next to the cheese.
Why? Oh, but it's good.
Tastes good. The cheese melts. Also, the meat is hot.
So the meat melts the cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and put the meat. Our meat in this case, the protein is a black bean. Oh, I'm burning up in here, y'all.
This is good. 1 scoop. Is that what you
Yep.
Just a little bit on there for you.
Thank you. Even it out. And now, what would you put next at Drop Squad?
I would do but
Oh, right. I don't have any.
I would usually do onion next to
But the
meat,
onions in the
but-
pico.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that.
So now I'm gonna do the lettuce, and you've been doing a mix.
Because I love arugula. Arugula has such a peppery, earthy, green taste, and I love it. Put a little bit more arugula on mine for me. Yes. And then what would you put next?
Now I'm gonna put our ranch.
The way you layer stuff is really, really important. Like, you don't want to put the branch. You don't want to put these almonds next to the beans. This almond cream next to the
Right,
beans.
right. Now I'm gonna finish off with the pico.
So the salts and all of that, the citrus and everything that is in the branch is going to pair very well with the pico de gallo. So that's why you want to put that next to each other. How you layer a thing is really important. This can get a little bit more. I turned it off.
Okay.
So you let
So
that
this is
sit,
it?
and I'll take a corn taco, a corn shell taco. But this is good for people who have any coconut taboos. You are not going to get any.
Peace from
You
Tennessee.
can't see me. You are not going to get any coconut. You're not going to get hardly any cheeses if you don't make them yourself that are vegan that don't have coconut. So we have people who have coconut taboos. We got some people who have corn taboos. So you can absolutely use the Siete brand, which is grain free and corn free. You can actually use a flour tortilla. Mhm. And now you know in this house, your hands have been washed, you can make your own taco. And I want you to see that I'm going to teach you how to make this too. For yourself.
4 grams said peace from Tennessee.
Peace. Oh, I wanted to say big ups to King Simon. I want y'all to vote for King Simon. Please go to his page on Instagram or Facebook and vote for him for the best TV host, because that's what he is.
Sure.
All right, this is the 2nd annual awards that he's been nominated for. So please make sure you vote for him as the best TV host. They have other categories and stuff like that. I don't like that they force you to vote in every category, because for me, like, I didn't know every person in that category and I just was making up stuff. But there are a few people, like, you could vote for Dr. Be Serious, his category. There's some people that I do know, but what I'm here to say is please vote for King Simon. King Simon is one of my longest lasting friends. Perfect. Turn this to medium heat. That's about medium right there. And he's on IG. He is the God, the creator of Numero Ovation. I like to tune to him randomly every time I get a chance, because I always learn something. It's always something I can use in my life. So I want to big ups to King Simon, who's been in the chat. And please make sure that you do vote for him, because he has an amazing... Okay, you doing the most. You want to put some cheese on there? This is all the cheese that we have, so don't go too heavy, all right? Because really don't even need cheese. Now you want to do your beans next, because the beans hold heat. In fact, I'm going to turn these beans off. Yeah.
King Simon says, appreciate y'all.
We love you. NDL. Now you want to add in whatever kind of lettuce you want. You got lettuce and arugula. Remember, a little bit goes a lot. Because you don't want to taste too much lettuce and it overpowers your beans and things like that. Now you want to add some lettuce. Or if you want, you need that lettuce for the crunch.
Yeah.
You just need a little bit of crunch. So this is for texture. This is why you're adding the romaine. And now you want to add a little bit of sauce, like this much sauce. Spread that over. It's gonna be so good. You're making this one for Anana.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because she's older than
Be
you.
careful. when you do
And then you
this.
want to spread this much pico over. Yep, you can turn this off because it's cooked enough. It literally only needs like 30 seconds to cook. She's gonna want more pico.
Be careful when you pick it up from that.
We're gonna let that sit there. Now you're gonna make the same one for her, but with one of these shells. Cheese. This is the abundance method, y'all. This is how I teach everybody. This is what the food artist would be at Drop Squad Kitchen. Your beans, everything is measured out perfectly. So in the beans, we would have a tablespoon measure. In the cheese, we would have a tablespoon measure. In this, we would have a quarter cup measure, for example, or 2 tablespoons. She don't want all that. That's another thing. This is like if you had a customer just want a little bit for the taste and you want this for the crunch. Okay? Now you're gonna add your cream on top. A little bit more cream, because we can always make more too.
Yeah.
It ain't like we don't make this stuff ourselves. I like him as food artist, but you're gonna have to learn to. There you go. There you go.
I'm heavy hands. I be trying to.
That's good.
That's good. She
That's
likes
good. We like that at Drop Squad. Hit the which when you're doing a taco, if you want it to fall a certain type of way, you're gonna kind of hit it with that and it'll fall in. You see that? Beautiful. Put that on here. Then you're gonna fold that over. Fold, yep. Fold this side, the one that's less, yep. Has less stuff on it. Into that side. Smash it and pick it up and just stick it on there. You can tell we got cook's hands. Heat don't bother us.
Good job.
Perfect. Now, last but not least, you're gonna make your own. All right.
Okay, good.
So it's 6:53. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time. If you have any comments, now would be the time. You want to look at his phone and see if there's any questions?
I just
or
want,
comments? All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I'll be back in a week or two. Because I like to do this when the spirit has me doing stuff.
right.
I really don't want to just be like, I'm doing this and just be making up stuff. Also, this is my profession, so I have to be careful to not give away Drop Squad Kitchen secrets and things like that. But I absolutely want you to have the basics for making anything. So this is good. This can feed a family of 6 to 8 easily. Everybody with this, with just one pack of an 18 box of taco shells, everybody could have got 3 tacos. If you add the flour tortillas in there, then you can feed more people. Good job. That's good. And don't forget your leftover chili can be used to have a whole nother meal. For a taco salad, a bowl of chili with your ranch and some fresh spring onion and some tortilla chips on the side. You can absolutely make a taco salad. You can use this to even make a burrito. A burrito would be amazing.
You put the same ingredients?
I would do this the same way that I'm building this. I would do this exactly the same way for a burrito and just roll it up in a burrito. You're just doing more portions.
Yes.
This looks really good.
It does.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off.
Get yours.
All right. And now you're gonna have that wasn't so bad, was it? I feel bad for the rest of the house. You know, they not down here. They gonna miss out because we gonna be out there from tacos. They gonna get some scraps. And now you gotta cut up your own lettuce. Now you gotta make your own pico.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. So when we go to Vegan Dale and we do tacos, you on the team? Vegan Dale supposedly gonna be at the
What's Vegan
Navy
Dale?
Yards. It's one of the biggest like vegan festival, one of the biggest vegan festivals in the United States, and they draw big name brand artists. You have to apply to be a vendor. So it's gonna be at the Navy Yards in August. What? Drop Squad Kitchen in the building.
Take over. Ooh, that one.
All right, y'all got 4 minutes until 7 o'clock. I thank you. This has been another Abundance Child Live Sunday School, where on that particular Sunday, I come to you live and direct from the Mothership Ancestral Kitchen, where the first offering always goes to the Orisha, our actual ancestors, because it's not mythology for us, and where I show you how to make real home-cooked foods using real food with real people. I love y'all with the MDL, as my brother friend King Simon says. And just as a recap, just wanted to show you we made hard shell tacos with vegan cheese. You know we make our own cheese at Drop Squad Kitchen. Blackamore chili, which is known at Drop Squad Kitchen, with some romaine and arugula, topped with some branch dressing, which you can find only on the Mothership, which is the mothership.mn.co, and fresh made pico de gallo. Really easy. Pico de gallo, for a recap, is going to be tomatoes, cilantro, lemon, salt, and spring onion. That's it. The branch dressing, you can either get it from us, or you're just going to take some water, lemon, and the nut of your choice or the seed of your choice, and blend that up and season it. And we made a blackamore chili, very simple. We use black beans. You can use canned or pre-soak your beans and cook them down, and add that with fresh garlic, fresh onion, fresh red pepper or green pepper, bell peppers. We use cumin today, coriander, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, some dates for our sweetener, because we didn't want to use a commercial sweetener, and some canned tomatoes, but you can absolutely use fresh. And it was so good. This is enough to feed 6 to 8 people. This is enough where you will have leftovers. You can make burritos. You can take it to work. You can have a taco salad. It's amazing, y'all. Very simple, unapologetically healthy, by any greens necessary. Peace and blessings. Abundance Child Live. You all ready to eat? Come.
I was just like seeing everything that was happening. I came at the